Hello, superstars. You are welcome back again to an interesting class with Mr. Emmanuel Otuada. You know, our science classes are usually very interesting. We are looking at a very interesting topic today, and that is woodwork hand tools. Working with wood requires some special tools, and these tools are usually held with the hand, and so that is why we call them woodwork hand tools. In working with wood, we need different categories of tools, and so woodwork hand tools can be classified into different types. We have the measuring tools, we have the setting and marking tools, we have the boring tools, we have the driving tools, we have the holding tools, and so on and so forth. So we'll take a look at them one after the other. The measuring tools, as you can see, are tools that are used to take dimensions of the work being done. If you want to cut a piece of wood, you have to measure it and mark it out. So tools used for measurement include the metric rule, as you can see there, the calipers, and so on and so forth. Then we have the setting and marking tools. These are tools used to show a particular point on a piece of wood where cutting will be done. Then we also have the boring tools for boring holes into wood. Then we also have the holding tools, like I said earlier on. These are the holding tools. The holding tools are used to hold down a piece of metal or a piece of wood so that you can firmly work on it. So from your G clamp to your pliers to your F clamp to your sash clamp to your tool maker's clamp, they are all categorized as holding tools. So when you see an holding tool, you should be able to identify one. Then we have the cutting and paring tools. These tools enable the woodworker to cut the wood into pieces. From your saw, these are different types of saw, to your files, to your planes, to your chisels, they are all grouped as cutting tools. They help to cut the wood so that the different shape that is required can be gotten. So these are the cutting tools. And see, we have different variations of the cutting tools. You can see different variations. Even among the saw, we also have different variations. Among the files, we have different variations. Among the planes, we have different variations. Chisel also, there are different variations of chisels to get a definite work done. Next, we have the driving tools. The driving tools are tools that are used to push in either a screw or a nail into wood in order to fix a piece of wood together. Now, after cutting your wood, you need to attach them together. You need to fuse them together to make a particular structure. So the driving tools are used to push in the nails or the screws to hold the wood together. So these are the driving tools. As you can see, from your hammer to your screwdrivers, they are the driving tools. In summary, this is a summary of what we have been talking about. So we have measuring tools. Like we said, they are tools used for taking dimension in the workshop, taking dimension of different work to be done. They will also have the setting and marking tools. That we said they are tools used to show a particular point where work will be done. Then we have the driving tools for pushing in nails, screws, and so on and so forth. We have the boring tools for boring in holes. We have the holding tools. Then we have the cutting and paring tools. Specific examples, as you can see there, the cutting tools, for example, we have saws, planes. So these are different woodwork hand tools that are being displayed for us to see. So briefly, we will look at the different ways in which some of these tools can be used. Yes, I will show you specific examples from different categories, like a measuring tool, the marking tool, the driving tool, the boring tool, the holding tool, and the cutting tool. I will show you specific examples of how to use some of them. So let's start with the boring tool, the hammer. How do we use a hammer? So this is how you use the hammer. You hold the hammer by the handle, and you use the head of the hammer to hit the nail in. As you can see, you hit the nail in, so you drive the nail in. This is why it's called a driving tool. You drive the nail in, and so the nail goes into the wood and tack the pieces of wood together. Same way, another driving tool is the screwdriver, used to drive a screw into the hole to also hold pieces of materials together. So this is also a driving tool. Now let's look at a cutting tool. Yes, using a hand saw to cut wood. You see, even a chimpanzee can use a driving tool. Yes, there. So you can see moving it back and front, back and front, back and front, and so. Then we have a cutting tool here, an example of a cutting tool, which is a chisel, to chisel out pieces of wood from a material. Then this is a marking tool. A marking tool is a marking tool. So we're going to look at a specific marking tool, which is a compass. How to use a compass in drawing a circle. You know, when you want to mark out things, you have to be very, very perfect in your work. So a pair of compass will give you a perfect circle. So you fix your pencil into your compass and make sure the tip of the pencil and the tip of the compass are at the same level, so that when you want to draw, you will draw a perfect circle. So you can adjust the compass to suit the size of the circle you want to draw. So you put the sharp edge of the compass into the paper. So you put it there, so you can adjust. You put it there. Then you hold the head of the compass and you move, twist your hand, and you see, wow, yes, that's as easy as ABC, drawing a circle. You see, so instead of looking for cover of bottles, cover of cans to draw a circle, so this is also a different way to draw your circle, perfect circle. You see, these hand tools, they are very handy. They are very handy. So if you want to draw a smaller circle, you adjust the compass. Then also, if you want to draw a bigger circle, you can also adjust the compass to fit your desire. So this is another way. You can clip down your compass, then just rotate your paper with the pencil, and you have a perfect circle. I know you've had fun learning different woodwork hand tools. I know you are eager to try this in the class. Yes, I'm expecting you. Bye.